Today we will be learning about Virus needle insertion and how to create a safe pneumoperitoneum. First of all, we hold the Virus needle and check for its spring mechanism. After this, we check for the patency of Virus needle by injecting 10 cc of saline, and there should be free flow of saline through the Virus needle. Before inserting the Virus needle, we should ensure that the position of the table is flat and it should not be inclined, because then the risk of vascular injury would be high. We give a stab incision in the supraumbilical region with an 11 mm blade knife. Hold the Virus needle like a dart. We should hold it distance. Suppose the length of the abdominal wall is about 5 cm. Then we should add another 4 cm, holding it at a level of 9 cm, and that too like a dart. So once we have held it like a dart, then we go perpendicular to the skin and incline while entering into the abdominal wall at an angle of 45 degrees. In a thin patient, towards the anal canal, towards the sacral hollow. If the patient is moderately built, we can go at an angle of 45 to 90 degrees, but if the patient is obese, we should go perpendicularly downwards. This is because of the anteroposterior diameter, which would be very high in an obese patient, and the chances of hitting the vascular structures would be low if we go perpendicularly. While entering the Virus needle into the abdominal wall, we must confirm with a double click. The first click is when we enter into the rectus sheath, and the second is when we enter into the peritoneum. Now coming on to the various tests to confirm whether the Virus needle is into the peritoneal cavity or not. First test is that we aspirate the Virus needle. There should be aspiration of air bubbles. Then we should inject saline with 10 cc syringe. There should be free flow of saline into the Virus needle, and on aspirating nothing should come out. After that, there is a saline drip test or the hanging drop test, in which we put a few drops of saline on top of the Virus needle. It should go down freely because of the negative pressure of the abdominal cavity. It should be sucked inside. Then we should apply insufflator after confirming its position into the peritoneal cavity, and on applying the insufflator, there should be a negative pressure seen on the insufflator, and then the pressure should rise parallel with the increase in the flow of gases. This is how we confirm that the Virus needle is in the right position, and we can continue insufflation and proceed with surgery.